Welcome to Green Talk by Green Care Solutions on KCAA, NBC Radio, iHeartRadio, and on Spotify. Today we have Julian Marley as our celebrity guest. Also, we have Green Care Solutions right here on the table. You can find them at Green Care Solutions 420. I'm your host, Yanitza Munoz, and I'm here with my lovely co-hosts.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Angela Mazzanti.
It's Brian Gonzalez back from Green Care Solutions.
Now, this is a cannabis-friendly and educational program. You must be 21 years of age to listen, and we're not doctors, but Green Care Solutions has doctors for you.
Follow us at Green Care Solutions 420 on Instagram, and then our new website at greencaresolutions.com. And then to follow the show, it's greentalknews.com.
Yes, so now let's get into the show. We have producer, singer, and songwriter Julian Marley.
Welcome.
Julian Marley is the son of Bob Marley. So a lot of people already kind of like love the reggae music and everything. And I love that you are still kind of like in your father's footsteps. And now, how was it having your father as Bob Marley? He's such an influential figure in so many ways. He was an advocate, a songwriter, singer, producer himself, and an advocate for cannabis and peace.
Well, I think you've answered all of that question greatly, and all of those things he is to me also, as well as being a father, humanitarian, or even a spiritual guide, as a Rastafarian, So it's you're correct on all of those things, because even me, as one of the children, also acknowledges, that greatness, which is the humanitarian works, really, Yes.
Now, I know your father has probably influenced a lot in your career, too, as a singer and songwriter, and you are also Grammy nominated as well.
All right, great. Yes. And we also have the new album that is out called As I Am, so that's what we've been promoting recently. But yes, the album which was nominated was called Awake, so
Nice.
Which was the previous album.
Yes, and so Green Care Solutions is a CBD, hemp, and THC company. Now, did you ever imagine that now cannabis can be recreationally legal in the U.S.? Because I know that you were born in the U.K., and the U.K. it's a little different because it's still very taboo, but here in the U.S. they're kind of making breakthroughs in certain states.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see that, we're finally making a breakthrough, with all the, because like, say, for instance, my family or even my father has been, promoting and being an advocate for the herb, like you said, from the 70s or even the 60s even, to see the final, come around that everyone can really say, this is a good plant, it's good for everything. It's a healing of the nation, the healing of your mind, your soul, your body. So it's such of a great plant that I'm, differently, I'll say it's about time that they did it. I mean, they've been waiting so long. Hey, welcome to the pack, guys. You know what I mean? That's what I have to say. So it's great to see this new awareness for the plant,
Mm-hmm. Because it does help lives. We just had Tito Ortiz on, and he was talking a lot about his physical injuries as an MMA fighter. I mean, you get so many blows to the head, so much physical strain, and then they prescribe a lot of opioids to these fighters, or even NFL athletes. We've had Ricky Williams, and he was complaining about it too. Like, you work so hard, you work your body like crazy, and they give you opioids, and you become addicted. And here we have CBD and hemp, and it can actually help you more.
Yeah, and then when they give you medication, it gives you something else that you didn't want also. And when you use the herb, all it can do is put you to sleep.
Absolutely.
And that's probably because you needed it. You really needed to get some rest. That's why, So the herb, as we say, is one of the greatest things that we could have on earth, along with our lives and each other, just to spread this kind of positivity,
I totally agree. Where do you currently live now?
Yes, great.
Where do you
right here in Miami?
Oh, in Miami. So what's the laws out there in Florida with cannabis? Is it recreational? Is it medical?
Well,
It's medical.
They see it medical, the whole world have to see it at some point, So this is one of the places that finally, saw it recently over the last, I guess, year. That is now is medical. And now even hemp itself is legal,
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can have hemp. So that is a start, but they're still a bit slow jogging. But hey, welcome again, like we say to all the
Yeah,
newcomers,
making progress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you were here because I know you're far away, but it would be cool because then we can give you some of our hemp products. Because we were even giving it some to the athletes too, to help them with their inflammation, to help them, with anything now, with a lot of the recovery. And since you're on tour a lot, is it tough for you to medicate when you're traveling the world?
No, because the medication is all over the world. That is another great thing that's why the plant is so good. Everywhere you go, the plant is there.
Okay, good.
And it's being used in so much different cultures and so much different places that you go to. It's like you want to have herb, and hey, the person that you would probably swear that doesn't have it, he's the one that's blessing you with some herb, So
Yes.
yeah, it's a sacramental thing. Everywhere we go, we have to, it finds us somehow.
Yeah, it always finds you. Yep, and especially with your name and everything, people are always willing to, hey, turn around. It's right there for you.
True.
Now, with traveling a lot, where have you found has some of the best cannabis?
Well, quite a few places. One time I went to India and got a good draw. And that was very random. Very random. Obviously Cali has got a lot of great herb. Switzerland have great herb. Amsterdam, Right now, I think everyone's, got the knowledge now to, everyone knows about the herb. Herb is not a mystery or a secret no more. So everyone knows what good herb is, and everywhere you go, someone has the good herb, And that's the beauty again about it,
Well, it's kind of
So
now
it's,
that it, now that it's recreationally legal, unfortunately, like some people are kind of cutting corners now. Like there's fake cartridges that are being made. Unfortunately, it's sad.
Yeah.
And it's getting people sick. And it's like, why are you? Because maybe they want to save money, so they'll get an affordable cartridge, and you don't know what you're smoking. You don't know what it is, and it's better just to have the flower. But it's kind of maybe ruin it for some people who are trying to do it right.
Have you heard about that, Julian, about all these deaths and sicknesses associated with the new vape carts that are on the street?
I've heard about it.
Okay. Have you learned about it all?
I mean, I kind of use my common sense. I don't like to use it myself, but I use my common sense, and I say, okay, it's a vape. Okay. I'm more of a flower person all the time, But for me, it's just really bringing propaganda on this perfect plant. You know what I mean? Because now they're trying to say, oh, it's not, it's not the herb that's doing it. It is what they're putting in the herb.
Absolutely.
So this is what we have to let the whole world be aware that don't give the herb bad name, because the herb has been, growing since King Solomon and King David, and it had no problem then. I mean, much less today, where we have so much knowledge. So we know, the more they process is the more that you get something different than what's natural,
Well, and the thing is too, like the problem with the cartridges isn't necessarily like the THC content that's the problem. A lot of these companies are cutting corners by using vitamin E, and it's really hazardous to vape vitamin E oil.
I heard that too. For me, I see, because I am when it comes to herb, it's a spiritual thing to me. So when I see the herb as a plant, I need to smoke it as it is.
Correct.
So it's because we have so many different ways of there's so many different things you can do, and they all make you irie. So it's like, all right, what is your choice? If you want to do all of them, then. But for me, just to keep even more disciplined and a bit more healthier, all right, I stick to what I know, what has been traditional over the years, which is just smoking the herb itself. Or you personally, if you're gonna, make an oil out of it, if you have the knowledge, or you trust the right people who's making it,
Yeah.
So it comes back down to, the natural. Some people want a quick fix, so that's the problem. It's not about the quick fix, it's about the organics, and the time that it takes to, even if you have a good dinner, you're not going to rush your dinner, Some people get a good dinner, you like to take your time to taste the flavors of the food, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
And
same with the herb, you know.
the key word that you said there
Same
was
with the
like trust. Like you need to find a trusted source if you're going to go with the oils and everything. And that's why, like Angela was just saying, how they're putting these artificial, you know, it's like a liquid to make it thick, to cut the product. But that's why, you know what, getting more legal, I think having more legal resources, like all our products are tested 100% pure THC, no additives. You really have to go to a trusted source, or if not, you're going to really put your health at risk. And, you know, with the news articles now, it's no joke. It's actually happening.
When I think it's the same with food too. Like you see a lot of things with food and like how much processed food there is out there and how quick it is and easy to get. Yeah, but you're not seeing, or a lot of people aren't paying attention to what it's doing to their health, where it's like if you eat organic and you eat raw, you're not going to have these problems like you would with eating processed food. And it's kind of the same for cannabis. Like if you stick to just smoking flower and keeping it that way and really not trying to get into too many like processed concentrates because the high might be a little higher for you or anything like that, I feel like it'll really speak tons for your health.
Here's the answer. Here's the answer. Government must make sure that everyone has some land that they can plant food and herb.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because food and herb, because we would get away from the all of those processed foods, the vegetable, all of them stuff that there's, you know. So if we have land and we can plant our own food and plant our own herbs, you know, that's the perfect way, you know. But obviously, the herb is the healing of the nation. If you heal the nation, you know, the hospitals don't make no money. Babylon don't make no money. And the people are free and joy, living in unity, you know what I mean, and healthy. So, as we said, the herb is a magic plant, you know, and we have to really let the people know, say, hey, treat the herb good, because it's not the herb, it's what they do to the herb. Soon from now, they're going to start saying, oh, the herb is doing this to the people, not the herb. You know, it is what they're trying to boost it up with. And the herb is as boosted as it can be, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, most definitely. And I love that you and all your siblings, you guys are all musicians and advocates and philanthropists. You, with your siblings, Stefan, Damien, and Camian, you guys were also in a group called Ghetto Youth's Crew.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was quite some years ago. We was experimenting with sounds and was blending like the hip hop and the reggae and the dancehall, and it was like a crew, like, you know, it was almost like you see Wu-Tang, you know.
Uh-huh.
But it was a Jamaican kind of Wu-Tang, you know, like a Jamaican Wu-Tang.
I like
and we
that.
went on a couple of tours, and we was just about, you know, to do some stuff, and I don't know. I guess you know, some things they experiment, and it's a time, and it's fun, but after a while, it's like, oh, everyone's get back to what they were originally doing, whether we were individual artists, you know what I mean? Because we were all individual artists, but at some point we came together for like 4 years, like the Ghetto Youth Crew. We did lots of recordings, but no releases. So that one, maybe the fans might hear that one day, you know.
Yeah, you guys might have like a comeback tour. I think in Southern California, people would really like that.
Yes. That'll be good.
Yeah, so you were just on tour recently, weren't you? You were traveling around through America, going to playing in different places.
Well, we were just on the West Coast for nice 8 shows, you know, on the West Coast. This is like a new introduction back for me in America, you know, touring, you know, and having a new album. So it's like a refresh, reborn, rebirth again, you know. So good experience, and the music is strong, and the vibes are good, and the people are warm. So
you have a new single out,
coming more.
Right? You have a new single that just came out recently?
Yes. It's called Coolin' in Jamaica. Yeah, which is all about, you know, freeing yourself of the 9-to-5 slavery that, you know, that the first worlds provide, that the first worlds. And you go to Jamaica, you to a beach where you wouldn't have, even Miami Beach is not as nice as, Jamaica Beach.
I've been to Jamaica.
You know what I mean?
like Jamaica.
So when you go to Jamaica, you free your stress, and we have a video. So the video's out now, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's what we have at the moment from the As I Am album.
Nice. And you've also done great collaborations
Yes.
with other artists like Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, well, we helped, me and my brothers helped to work on the album Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So I didn't sing with her, but I played some instruments and
Because you
put
play
down
quite a few
grooves,
instruments.
musical grooves.
You play a lot of instruments, so it's pretty cool.
Pardon?
You play a lot of the instruments. You play the guitar, the drums, the keys as well.
And some bass.
Yes, and some bass.
Yes.
Now, back to what you're saying, how you were doing like a mix of reggae, EDM, and hip hop. Do you think that you might be doing something like that again?
Well, inspiration is. I am driven by inspiration. So sometimes, it depends on what you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be an inspiration at some point in time. It's not like I'm saying I'm going to plan to do, because we don't really plan. It's more of a feeling,
Mm-hmm.
So, but it can be possible, but I don't know when, and I don't know what type.
Mm-hmm. No, most definitely.
Yeah.
Well, before we get to the end of the show, I want to have Brian just talk a little bit about Green Care Solutions. And next time you're in California, we would love to give you some of these products. We have some lemonade, CBD, and THC. We have some rolls,
great.
pre-rolls, tinctures, everything.
Yeah, we got the whole lineup. We have actually a new CBD skincare line coming out in about a month or so too. So we're really excited about that and all the benefits that it actually can do for your skin as well.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, that'll be great to hook up. And, the Juju Royal brand is there too. We have the CBD cooking oil, or, not just cooking oil, CBD olive oil, infused olive oil,
Oh, I love it. Nice.
where there's your salads or your cooking. So, CBD, as we say, healing of the nation. The THC gives you meditation, So
I like that.
That's true.
somehow we know how to use both of them. Yeah.
Very, very true. Well, my co-host here, Angela Mazzanti, she's also she's a rapper and singer, or songwriter.
Yeah, so we just released a new song too this month for suicide awareness. So all the proceeds that are coming from that, we're donating back to suicide awareness causes. So everything we're getting off streaming platforms and anything that we make through that is all going back to people who might be out there dealing with depression and dealing with thoughts of suicide, and just knowing that it's not the only answer out there.
Yeah, we have to create there's a movement that has to be created, And, the people, as we say, Babylon, we call Babylon. Babylon means the system. Anything which is negative, anything which is down, anything that is taxing, we call it Babylon, So Babylon is always, doing their thing to try and, they bring stress on the people. And we know what it takes. Love, taking care of ourselves, love. We need a community of people that care for people, And that is like something, that's my daily mission for music. Every day, from the first time I started music, it's a mission, And it's only now that we really see that, wow, we were studying the right thing because the whole universe needs it, So congratulations for doing that. That is something, that is great. That is very great. And I think we should combine some energies and work on some methods on how to really get the awareness to the people,
And for all,
about this conscious awareness.
Yes. And for your fans watching and listening,
Yes.
what advice would you give them if they aspire to be someone like yourself, a philanthropist and a successful artist, as a songwriter, producer, singer?
Well, just come from inside, come from inside, love what you do, be yourself, and once you have, once people can listen to you, you have a option, to bring positivity or, push negativity. So even if it's one ear, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? That is enough to start something great. So, keep positive, all the time. You know what I mean? Yes.
Beautifully said. Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking the time,
Thank
for
you.
being on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions. Also, do you have anything up and coming that you'd like to promote?
Well, we just want to make the people them know that we have a hot firing band and we're ready to touch anywhere where the fans are. You know what I mean? Let your nearest booking agents know.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And just check out new album As I Am, Cooled in Jamaica. And, love one another. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How can they follow you on Instagram or Twitter or whatever you have?
Well, it's Julian Marley Instagram, Julian Marley Facebook, Twitter, Spotify. Yeah, well, on Instagram is Julian R. Marley, for those that might miss it. But it's the one with, you will see, it's the one with the blue tick.
The verification. You're official. Yes. And
yes.
one
They
last.
say, so they say.
Yeah, that's what they say now with the social media thing. So one last question for you. What is your most fondest memory of your father? He's such an icon internationally.
Well, you see, my memory, I don't have much memory because, being born in London at the time, and, he passed away when I was 5. So I remember one time going to a concert in London, Crystal Palace to be precise, and that was on the last tour. And I remember going backstage, running into the dressing room area and seeing him there, and just he was wearing this bright red, gold and green jacket, And I just remember running up and shaking his hand and running off with the rest of the kids, And that's all I can remember.
No, but you have
That's all I remember.
it's in your DNA, the philanthropy that he carried on with the
Good,
family.
I love you said that.
No, it's true because you're a philanthropist still.
Thank you. Yeah, because sometimes people ask me, I say, I don't remember nothing, but I feel everything, So it's not. Sometimes it's not what you see and what you know, is what you are, and what you represent,
Yeah, no, it's in your DNA.
So that's a blessing in itself.
Yes, yes. Well, you've done so much for the community. You've always given back. For the victims of Haiti, you've given back a lot during that unfortunate situation that happened. And you're a person that has a huge platform, but you also give back to the community, which is very important.
Thank you. And that's also, it's a team, because it's called Get a Youth Foundation, which is, me, Stephen, and Damien, which is my brothers, So that is something that we've had since, I can't even count the years, starting off in Jamaica initially until, we can stretch a bit more further, with what we have, what we got, sources. So it's all about humanitarian works, and that's what life's about,
Giving back. Yes. Well, thank you very much for your time and for being on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions. And next time you're in California, we would love to have you here, and we have some amazing products for you as well.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
me.
And
Rastafari, it's everyone. All right.
yes. And everyone, this is Yanitza Munoz from Green Talk by Green Care Solutions. You can find me on my Instagram here at the bottom of the screen. I'm here with my lovely co-hosts.
And it's your girl, Angela Mazzanti. You can follow me on Instagram at Angela_Mazzanti.
It's been Brian Gonzalez from Green Care Solutions. Follow us at Green Care Solutions 420 on Instagram.
And thank you again, Julian Marley.
Thank you.
Hey, I love it.
Thank you very much.
Peace.